Food insecurity is a growing issue for communities across our area, and now the pandemic is shining a light on some of the most vulnerable. We're talking about our seniors.
Our Brittany Jeffers shows us how a local nonprofit is making adjustments to meet the needs in tonight's Stronger Houston report.
Every morning, Jeff Newby loads up his truck and sets out on his familiar route. A driver for Interfaith Ministries Meals on Wheels for Greater Houston and Galveston County. He's responsible for dropping off a small portion of the nearly 5,000 meals delivered daily. Each meal is critical.
Our first priority when COVID began to affect Houston over a year ago was to make sure that our seniors had continued access to food.
Maria McGee is the Chief Development Officer for Interfaith Ministries in Greater Houston.
So early on, we consulted with our friends at the Texas Medical Center to determine the best way to move forward.
She says the nonprofit made the decision to pivot from daily hot meals to weekly frozen meals. For seniors faced with food insecurity and social isolation, the meals and phone calls to check in were a lifeline.
Sometimes I can go get the free stuff at the church, and there's times when I can't. So I appreciate everything I get from Meals on Wheels.
Maria Cervantes has relied on the deliveries over the past year, and hundreds of other seniors are in a similar position.
We had a waiting list of close to 400 seniors. During the pandemic, thanks to community support, we were actually able to move those seniors off the waiting list and start delivering meals to them.
Now, there's also an important human element here. Sometimes a conversation with the driver is the only conversation that they'll have in a day.
Jeff is so nice. He's so friendly. He's always asking how we're doing, which I appreciate.
He's a familiar face.
I'll be back tomorrow.
But also sometimes one of the first to notice if something is wrong.
Just want to check up on their health, make sure they're doing okay, make sure their family's doing okay. Just try to interact like we're family.
After briefly going back to hot meal deliveries, the nonprofit reverted back to frozen. With growing concerns over the Delta variant, the need isn't slowing down, and McGee says the Meals on Wheels will continue to work to meet the demand, hoping for better days ahead.
Gosh, I have a lot of hope, and I see a lot of hope and inspiration all around us working in this sector.
In Houston, I'm Brittany Jeffers, KPRC 2 News.